Hello and welcome to this fourth video tutorial on using TedEd for flipped learning. Okay, so in the previous tutorial we looked at Dig Deeper, so how to add extension activities or extra content for students. And now we're going to have a look at the final two sections, Discuss and Finally. So if I click on Discuss, basically what this does is just give us an opportunity to create a discussion or a forum. So far there's no discussions. If I add new discussions just here in the middle tab, I can give it a title. Which could be a question, for example. So I had one again prepared. If I remember where I put it. No, I don't, so I'll just make it up now. Basically, yes, I had something like just sort of asking the students a question. Um, so, so why do you think genres like action films and romantic comedies are so popular? So just getting them to probe a little bit on the reasons for something, that kind of thing. And that's it, simple as that. Just add a title. You don't need to add an explanation necessarily. Um, and add this discussion just here at the bottom. And that's it, basically. That's it. You can add another discussion as well, of course, in the same way. So if I go to add another discussion here at the bottom, you can do it like that. You can review old ones that have carried over and preview and save. Okay, so finally I'm happy with that. The question's right, and save it. And that's it. The discussion is created basically, and students would have to be logged in, obviously to do that, as they would be for the quiz questions as well. So that's something I perhaps should have mentioned earlier, that students will need to have a TedEd account um, in order to actually do these activities, not to view the lesson, not to view the video, but to do the activities themselves interactively, which is not a bad thing. It's a one-off login, and there's a lot of good content on TED-Ed, which is worth highlighting for students anyway. And in fact, just the fact that it will help them to know what TED is probably reason enough to get them on there. Okay, and finally, we have the last section, and here again, it's just an empty text box with 1,000 characters. And here I would probably put perhaps a link to a following class or something else, just to sort of wrap up. It's up to you really what you want to put there. It's not too dissimilar from Dig Deeper earlier on, in the sense that it's just another text box, but it is a lot less characters, so it's really just a wrap up of the lesson. And here you can put links and images as before. Okay, and that's it basically. I won't bother with a finally here. So in fact, I could exclude that, as we'll be following up in class anyway. You see there, it's been excluded. I can then click on it again to include it, and it's back. Right, so I'll exclude it in this case. And that's it. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to preview it. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Okay, so they watched the video there. Here's my quiz with the 2 questions. Here's my dig deeper with the extra links and information. You see the links there are in red, so then they stand out quite nicely. I've got my discuss section, which is the forum, and you can view the discussion, by the way, once students have got on there. And that's it. And the wrap up at the end was excluded, so there's nothing there. So I'm pretty happy with that. So if I'm not, I could just go to edit and change anything, but I am, so I'll go to finish flip. And that's it. That's the end of my lesson. Basically here then you get a pop-up window which will give you various sharing options, etc. Well, first of all, I can edit it just here in the left corner at the bottom. I can decide whether to unlist it and so on. I can share it through various means here. The link is actually provided usefully here as well, so I could just copy that to clipboard. So I'll just copy that now actually. We'll see, make sure it works. I can copy it to different social networks, etc. Share it via those. I can share via email, so just by adding the email addresses there, and then send it as well. So there's various options. For now, I just want the link, and then I'll email it to my students separately in Outlook or put it on StudySmart. So let's just check the link is working. I'll just open another tab. There's the link. And there it is. So looking good. That's what I wanted. Okay. So basically I'll close that window, and you can see here on my page I would have all my videos and flip lessons listed here. Okay, so that's it for TedEd. It's quite easy to use. I think it's another tool in our armor, so to speak. So I hope you enjoy using it, and I hope these videos have been useful. Thanks, bye.